can't stay.
It is the correction. So look, here's the deal. I might be wrong in what I say, okay? I might be wrong in the things I do in my life and the business that I started. My family's told me not to start every business that I've been involved in, every one of them. Every one of them was a risk. Every one of them I had to take a chance. I remember my mom used to tell me, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm like, Mom, you wouldn't do anything. Well, you wouldn't do anything except be the mother, a great mother to 5 children. My mother wasn't an entrepreneur. She didn't have my dreams. Just because she's my mom doesn't mean she dreams like me. Would you agree? Okay? My mom was wrong about everything she told me not to do. Love my mom to death. Okay? Unbelievable friend of mine. She was wrong. I needed to do those things. Okay? Steve Jobs needed to build this phone. Would you agree? Did he help a lot of people? Did he make some money while he was doing it? $119 billion in 5 years. In the bank. Cash. I'm not talking about I'm talking about done in the bank, sitting there. Okay? Brings a great product to the marketplace. Domination or competition? Total domination. Coca-Cola, competition or domination? Total domination. Okay? Exxon, total domination. You see what I'm saying? You want to be in a dominating point, okay? So what we got to do is we got to get you thinking. We got to get you thinking like the dominators think. How do they act? How does Warren Buffett act? What does Warren Buffett do with his time all the time? Those are the people I study today. I don't study the people that I went to school with, the teachers I went to school with. I don't even study my own family members, okay? I'm looking for people that are way up here that I can say, hey, what are they doing? Because they're doing it right. My dad died when he was 52 years old. My dad worked his whole life to provide for 5 kids and his wife, and he did his job, and then he died. That's not the program I want to get on. Is that the program you want to be on? My dad died, he bought his dream house 9 months before he died. He leaves 2 10-year-old boys, one of me. I'm a twin. 2 10-year-old boys, never got to enjoy us. I never got to enjoy him. Why? Because he worked so hard with no concept of freedom. He had a good job, he made some money, but he is basically imprisoned in his thinking that work is hard. It's difficult to compete. Would you agree? Real estate's difficult. How many agree it's difficult? And when it gets good, what happens? Everybody comes into it, right? And then you're like, what's this guy doing it? Okay, what's this guy doing right now? So I look to surround myself with people that can dominate, people that are certain, okay? People that know what they're doing, people that are in control. So when I say I'll be uncertain, I might be wrong. I might be wrong about it. Would you agree? Like I'm leaving California. I might be wrong, but I'm certain in my wrongness. Somebody said, how do you know you're going to like Miami? Look, I've already made a decision. I'm going to Miami. I'm moving to Miami. I'm going to like Miami. Why don't you go try it out? Don't need to try it out. I'm committed. Of course I need a realtor. Okay, no offense, but it's a dumb question. Why would you ask me, do I need a realtor? Do you think I don't need a realtor? No, I got the internet. I mean, really. See, those things you're asking out of an old economy. You got to change some of your pitch. You got to think different. Austin, Texas. I don't own anything in Austin. 1 year ago. Last October, I'm in an exchange out of California. I find a piece of property on the internet. It's called the Monolino Apartments in Round Rock, Texas. Anybody know that property? Property's been on the market for 10 months. It's 242 units. It cash flows right now. It's a great property, 10 years old. I call this guy the king of Austin commercial real estate. Charles, Grant Cardone from Los Angeles, California. I want to buy Round Rock. Yeah, sure. Now, this guy's the king. He's a legend. Okay? But you see, all legends have this cycle where they legend and then they lose interest. And they keep coasting as legends, and then what happens? They're not running the game anymore. They don't want to dominate. They're resting on yesterday's laurels. They're not reading anymore. They're not studying anymore. They're not coming to conferences anymore. Right? They're not in the game anymore. They're not preparing anymore. I'm listening to the phone call, okay? Because I think everything is in terms of domination. Everything, every phone call I'm on, every email, I'm looking all the time for that moment where I can seize an opportunity like Alex did with stealing some of my people, okay? Okay? A true American he is. I like that about you, dude, okay? See, that's a guy I can trust. That's the kind of guy I'd want to be in a partnership with. Not somebody I wouldn't trust. Why? Because he's aggressive, dude. He's a winner. That's why you came. I don't want to be around people. Hey, you resting? You've been working so hard. Oh my God, man, when are you going to take a vacation? I mean, get a little break. You know, my assistant said, you need to get some rest. I'm going to get to a hotel when you red-eye into Orlando tonight. I'm going to get you a hotel. I'm like, hey, man, I don't need a hotel. I asked you for a hotel. Don't be stupid. Hey, you don't know if I'm tired or not. You're tired. You go get some rest. I'm fine. How many of you not, if you ever seen anybody die from work, I want to see your hand. You ever seen that happen? It's going to happen to you. People are dying every day. They don't get burnt out. You don't get burnt out. You lose your purpose. You lose your purpose. You lose your meaning. When I'm tired, I look at my purpose. What's my purpose? Okay, what's my purpose? Oh, my game's not big enough. My game's not big enough. My game's not big enough. I'm not interested anymore. Right? So here I am, Lehman's collapse, it folds up. I got real estate tied up, okay? I start blowing these books out. Every 6 months, I'm writing a book. And then I start expanding back in the marketplace with real estate. I start looking for opportunities in real estate. I call this Charles Sakar guy up. I'm like, hey, that 242 units in Round Rock, I want to buy it. This is what he tells me. I've never sold anything to anybody in California. I said, well, dude, we're going to go ahead and break that up for you, okay? You're not going to be able to say that. You guys are too difficult to work with. I'm like, dude, I'm the easiest close you will ever get in your life. What am I doing right now? He's like, look, the seller wants full price. Product's been on the marketplace for 10 months. I don't tell Charles it's been on the market for 10 months. I don't tell Charles it's overpriced. This is what I tell Charles. I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna close in 30 days. I'm going there tomorrow, I'll be there tomorrow, I'm on a plane tomorrow. Would you at least drive over there and meet me, okay? It's 2,000 miles for me and it's probably 18 miles for you. I'm gonna pay full price for it, Charlie, okay? It's gonna be the easiest deal you ever did in your whole freaking life, okay? I guarantee I'll get a loan or I'll pay cash for it. Would you meet me tomorrow, please? What am I doing right now? Huh? I'm selling him. This ain't begging. Shit. This is begging. Charles, please, Charles. Please, Charles. Charlie, please. Please, Charles. I'm selling Charlie right now. Why? A buyer has to sell. To get a loan, I got to sell the bank. You guys aren't in real estate. You're business people. And every business person has to sell. You show me one business that doesn't have to sell. The day Steve Jobs died, they called him everything. Inventor, genius, world changer, ding the universe. They called him all these things, not one tweet. And there was hundreds of thousands of tweets. Not one tweet said, Steve Jobs, master salesperson. But that's what he was. Why? Because in America, we have this disdain for selling. We have a hate, a dislike. You don't even put it on your business cards, do you? Oh shit, I can't put that on there. No, I'll call myself anything but a salesperson. Right? You tell me somebody that's not a salesperson. What do you think? What happened? If you go to India, you go to Mexico, or you go to China, and I walk in a room and say, I am a master salesperson. I know everything about a sale. I know as much about selling as a neurosurgeon knows about the brain. I know when somebody says budget, it's over our budget, I actually know that that means they'll go over their budget. You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't understand when somebody says they have a budget. If you really break that down, you'd understand that they're actually saying, I bought from everybody except you. And that's why I put a budget in place. I'm trying to control my urge to purchase. So when somebody says to me, but it's more money than we planned on. Oh, I'm with you. Sign right there. It won't be the first time. All right, you're right. Let's do it. The product's too much money. Do you hear that objection? You knew that before you called me. And you still made the phone call. Let's go see it today. Okay? I'm selling a piece of real estate and I'll come back to the Round Rock story. My house is being sold in Hollywood. Every realtor in town told me it was too much money. Every realtor. It's too much money. They said I was an idiot. They said I was stupid. They said, he's insane, okay? The person that's gonna buy my house is gonna be a billionaire. It doesn't matter. $1 million here, $1 million there, it doesn't matter. Right? Does he overpay for everything? A guy that's worth $39 billion. Does he overpay for stuff? Huh? What do you think? Every day. So why shouldn't he overpay for my house? What's the difference, man? Come on, bro. It's just money. Let's roll. But selling my real estate in Hollywood during a tough market, I have to keep the realtor sold. You got to stay certain. How do you know it's overpriced? Alex was showing you numbers today. You were wrong for the last 30 years. Right? Miami, you can't buy anything in Miami. They said they had 10 years of condo stock in Miami. Dude, they got 2 months of condo stock or less, okay? If you look at the prices in Miami, they are straight up and vertical. It's the hottest real estate market in the country. You got people from Argentina, Brazil coming in. You got people from Russia and Europe and France saying, this is cheap. This is steal. See, people in the neighborhood never change the market. You know why? Because they're looking in the rearview mirror. How many of you drive a car? Next time you get in your car, I want you to pay attention to the windshield, okay? It's that big. The rear view mirror is about that big. I could take my rear view mirrors out, jerk them out of my car because I have all my attention up in front of me. The other thing is I go extremely fast so I don't have people on the side of me. I'd rather the ticket. I want to get there quick. I value my time. Do you? Right? So this Charles Sakar guy's like, oh my God, you're going to come out here. You really a buyer. Have you looked over stuff? Dude, I'll pay the full price. I'll do the deal. And what I realized was Charles Sakar was the wrong broker to list this property. He was doing this to everybody. He wasn't doing it just to me. Okay? I bought the property, paid full price, closed on a Thursday, put it back on the market the following Thursday for $18.6 million. Closed in 3 months for 18.3 and I paid 16. This happened 6 months ago. In Austin, Texas, tough market to buy a product in. Would you agree? Multifamily product, B quality. A lot of institutions could look at that kind of product. It's big enough, okay? But you got to get in the game to dominate the game. You got to look for every opportunity. How many believe you're missing opportunities right now? They're coming past you. They're there. You got to get in the game. You can't be in a newspaper. You can't be on TV. You can't be watching Anderson Cooper in his little tight T-shirt and he comes out and thinks it's big news. I'm like, dude, everybody knew. Come on, bro. Okay? Biggest problems, okay? Number one, biggest problem is uncertainty. It's not competition. It's not the banks. It's not leverage. It's not competition. It is uncertainty. You're uncertain. If you're uncertain, I'm uncertain. Would you agree? You get uncertain, I don't know if I should do it or not. Number two, obscurity. I don't know who you are. If you don't know who I am, and that's why I told Alex, I said, let's do the video. I don't even think we did the video, did we? Yeah, we did the video, okay? People have to know who they're doing business with. If I'm obscure and you don't know me, okay, here Lehman's collapsed, nobody knows me. So I write a book. I write this book, come out with it. 6 months later, write a book on closing a deal, okay? We publish that book, we talk about it. This book comes out, if you're not first, you're last. I'm talking about it. This is in 1 year, 3 books, okay? If you're not first, you're last is a book about how to literally get people to not forget you, okay? That becomes a New York Times bestseller, and then I come out with the 10X rule. This outsells every other business book in airports. Now, why am I writing books? There's no money in books, folks. Why would I write 4 books? The average American reads 1 book a year. Why would I write books? Say again? Notoriety? I'm trying to cover up space. These are losers. I lose money selling books. Okay? Oh, that'd be great, yeah. This is Jared, by the way. Give Jared a big hand. Okay? Jared helped me win some money last night playing blackjack. We dominated. Okay? These people dominate. Watch, look around this place. Can we get you something to drink, huh? Can I get you some cigarettes? Why are they doing that? They don't want you leaving that table. Can they get you insurance? I got some insurance for that 16. Dude, look, if they offer something to you in this town, don't take it. Why am I doing this? Because I want readers to know me. The average American reads one book a year. The top CEOs in America read 5 books a month, 60 plus books a year. Okay, you want to be in the game? Read. I buy books. I don't care about the 30 bucks the book costs. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for $1 million every book I open. I'm looking for $1 million. Okay? I quit looking for $10. I did that when I was a kid. I'm looking for millions now. I'm looking for $1 million. How many believe it's as much work to work for $10 as it is for $1 million? It's the same amount of work, man. Same amount of rejection, same amount of uphill. It's the same amount of bullshit. Okay? So you just change the target, okay? If you were homeless and I was gonna coach you out of homeless, the first thing I would tell you is not to change your clothes, not change your location, just change your ask.